Alright, in this video I want to introduce you to GeoGebra just a little bit and show you how to find a line of best fit using GeoGebra. And so if you're using the app on your phone, it may look just a little bit different from this, but a lot of things are going to be pretty similar. And so hopefully you can follow along with that. So GeoGebra is pretty handy. We can do a lot of the same things we could do on a graphing calculator. If you want to graph something, that's super easy too. I just need to start typing my equation in, and you can see it already starts to graph that even before I've finished typing. If I hit enter, there's my line right there. And so that's super easy. I can put any kind of equation I want in there and it will graph that for me. I'm going to get rid of that though, because what we want to do is find a line of best fit. And so first off, what I need to do with a line of best fit is enter in all my points. And you can see I've entered these points in. Let me show you how to do that. I just need to start with those parentheses and put in my ordered pair like that, and my points start showing up. And as I hit enter, it labels that point right there, and we can refer back to that. I'm going to get rid of that one because I don't need it. Now, why am I not seeing all these points I've already entered in? And that's because of my zoom I've got right here. And so a lot of times, depending on what you're working with, you may need to adjust your screen. On my computer, I can just drag this around. On your phone, you should be able to do kind of the same thing, just drag that screen. Zooming in and out. On your phone, you're going to pinch that in and out. Pretty typical for the phone. On my computer, I'm scrolling with my mouse and that zooms in and out. And so let's zoom so that we can actually see. I'm going to drag this up here. There's our points right there. I think that's all of them we can see now. And so we're finding a line of best fit, and we can see from here my points are mostly linear. My zoom makes it look a little elongated, but we can see it's pretty linear, and so I do want a line from this. I don't want an exponential equation or something else like that. And so we will be finding a linear equation. And the command we're going to use, first off, actually, what I want to do is put my points into a list. They're going to be so much easier to work with, especially if I'm going to use them over and over again, if I have them in a list and then I don't have to type all of these references in all the time. And so making a list is easy in GeoGebra. I just need to come up with a name for my list. So maybe I'm just going to call it my list right there. And I'm going to say this is equal to all of those points. And so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. Those are all my points right there. Hit enter and it has created that list. And so now, instead of having to type all those references to these points, I can just use my list and it will refer to those points right there for me. And so that just makes things simpler as I work with this. So line of best fit, I'm going to use the command fit line, and you can see some things starting to come up here as I start typing, and I just want the regular fit line right there. If I click on that, you can see it put in, and it asks for a list of points. Well, I've put my points into this list. Nice and convenient there. So my list, and you can see it already drawing the line over here, and if I hit enter, it will give me the equation to that line right there, and that is my line of best fit. If you forget that command, fit line, that we're using, over here is a question mark. If I click on that, we have all of the functions that GeoGebra has, and we can find those. Fit line is going to be under statistics. If you forget that, you can look under all commands, which has all of those in there, but statistics, and you can see we do have some different options here. Fit exponential, fit growth, some other things, fit poly you may be using, and so some different options depending on what your data looks like and what kind of equation you're looking for as you do this. We use the fit line because ours was linear. All right, and so some other things you might need as you're doing this, often we want the correlation coefficient. And so that one's easy to find too. All I have to do, my command is actually just correlation coefficient. And then again, it's that list of points that we want. And so we want my list. I'll put in there and hit enter. And that gives me my correlation coefficient right there, a equals 0.99. That means my line fits my data quite well, being so close to 1. And that's how I would do that. Hopefully that helps you out as you're finding your line of best fit.